use that code and I'll put the link in the description. Whenever I do this, I always think that didn't actually take very long. That we now have 5 cocoons. Might be coming into perimenopause.
There's a few giveaway signs.
But I had what I can only describe as a panic attack. I was expecting like the problems to get easier or like go away. We've had this couch for 2 years now. Probably need cleaning. Still, it smells amazing.
Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today I'm doing a bit of a get it all done video, which means I'm just gonna have a super productive day. I'm gonna try and get as much done as I possibly can. We've got friends coming over this weekend that I've never been around, and I really wanna get the house looking nice. But before I start being super productive, I wanted to quickly share with you my skincare routine because I have had so many lovely comments about my skin recently. So I thought I would share it with you guys. And thank you so much to Skin and Me for sponsoring this section of the video as well. I've been using them for years. I'm a genuine fan, so to actually work with them is a dream. And of course, thank you to you guys, because without you, none of this would even be happening. So you may have even heard me talk about Skin and Me in the past. I started using their daily doser in around 2022. But if you don't know who they are, they make powerful, personalized skincare products with active ingredients inside. So this product in particular is designed by dermatologists. So you're basically getting access to an expert at an affordable price. And the way that it works is you go onto their website, you fill out a very simple questionnaire about your skin goals, and then you also add 3 makeup-free photos of your skin, and then they go away, they look at all of that information, and then you'll receive a daily doser, which is formulated just for you. So it even has your name on the packaging right there, but whatever your skin goals are. So for me, obviously I'm 41, I'm quite interested in anti-aging, brightening my skin, you know, smoothing it as well. But if you've had, say, rosacea, acne, pigmentation, whatever it is, they will formulate it for you. And I love how simple this is to use. It just arrives at my door every month when I run out. And then when I love that as well, so satisfying, that sound. It has little lines which represent the day, and all you have to do is push it up. I don't want to waste it, but until it clicks like that, and then that is the exact amount of product that you should use, so you're not wasting product. I am definitely the type of person to use a little bit too much sometimes. So I love using this to treat my skin every evening, and I use that alongside their cleanser and their moisturizer. So we've got the Purify and Prep Hydrating Cleanser, and I normally double cleanse because I have makeup on. And then to moisturize, I use their Soothe and Smooth Rich Moisturizer. Again, you don't need too much of this at all. I use like a pea-sized amount and it goes really far. But now they have also introduced a treatment for your skin for the morning. It's called the Brighten and Boost Firming Vitamin C Serum. And vitamin C is also an active ingredient, so it can help to smooth fine lines, it can help with pigmentation, and it also has antioxidants, so that can help with environmental stressors on your skin. It can help to repair your skin barrier, and there's also firming peptides in this, which can help to boost collagen. So I use 3 or 4 drops of this on my face every morning to treat my skin, and I feel like it is a lot brighter now. I know I'm saying this with a full face of makeup, but I will insert some footage here of me completely barefaced. And this product has 15% vitamin C complex, which is a really good percentage. Some other products on the market are a lot lower than that, so this is a really good one. So if you have dull skin, I couldn't recommend this more to you guys. And then I also finish my routine in the morning with their Daily Defense Oil-Free SPF 50 sunscreen. This goes on so nicely. It is like feather light, so it sinks right into your skin. And of course, if you do use active ingredients on your skin, it is super important that you use a good sunscreen because your skin can become more photosensitive. So this is a great option. There's lovely ingredients in it like vitamin E and niacinamide, and it protects from UVA and B rays as well. And it also makes for a great makeup primer. This is my last step that I do in my morning skincare routine, and it really primes my skin. Yeah, that's kind of everything, and I'm super excited to let you know that Skin and Me have said that my followers can have an amazing discount. So I'll put a link in the description down below, and I'll put a code on screen here. If you use my code EmilyNorris3, you will get your first daily doser for just £4.99, and you'll also receive a trial of the cleanser, the moisturizer, the Brighten and Boost serum, and the sunscreen Daily Defense as well that I just showed you guys. So you'll get a trial of all of it. You'll get a huge discount on this one as well. So you'll actually be able to test them all out, see how your skin feels after using them, see if you like it. And then if you do, you can carry on. If you don't, you can cancel. No questions asked at all. So yeah, anyway, let's go and sort out the house now. First, I'm probably going to eat. It is about 10 a.m. now, and I am pretty hungry. So we'll eat, and then we'll have a big sort out.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just be.
So it's breakfast time now. Matt has graced us with his present, so he's eating as well. And I've made...
What's left of it?
Well, I've actually burnt the turkey bacon. So I've been...
Also Pringles.
Yeah, they've gone like really curly. I'm basically trying to avoid normal bacon because I did a Zoe test and it said that red meat is not the one for me. And actually, I've always had this like aversion to red meat anyway. Like Matt loves steak, loves going to steak houses, and I'm always like, oh, I'll get the chicken. So it's interesting. But anyway, I've not got normal bacon, I've got turkey bacon, but if you leave it for like an extra minute under the grill, it burns and goes like this. But that's all we've got. So we're gonna eat it anyway. And then we've got mushrooms, a little tomato. Matt's not got tomato because he has something against them. He hates them. Or tomato. And we've got eggs and avocado. So I feel like this is a really nice big breakfast. I'm trying to be good. We're going on holiday in just 7 weeks time. So I'm trying to be healthy. I've got loads of summer clothes that I would like to fit into. So I've been eating, I basically cut out sugar and carbs pretty much.
It's been really nice.
It's been really nice when I was dieting and I was also near my period. That was nice, wasn't it?
That was fantastic.
Just a little bit hangry.
What have you got for me?
Yeah. Oh, and also got a coffee, but it is a decaf coffee because I can't really handle caffeine.
That's red wine.
Does anyone think I might be coming into perimenopause?
There's a few giveaway signs.
Yeah. Maybe I'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, I'm gonna go and eat my breakfast.
So that is breakfast all done. That was really delicious. I needed that. And now I'm going to clean out our fridges because they are very messy. But also I thought it might help me in my effort to have a bit of a health kick. We've actually got 2 fridges, which I know sounds excessive. We've got this fridge freezer here, and then we have a very small fridge over on the other side of the kitchen over there. But to be honest, I just need to have a good clear out, you know, like anything that's out of date, give everything a really good wipe down. I feel like that is such a nice thing to do as well if you are about to do a bit of a health kick. So I'm just gonna take everything out, wash it down with soapy water, and then put everything back in, like all organized. Hopefully it'll be really nice. And actually, whenever I do this, I always think that didn't actually take very long, so I don't know why I put it off. So yeah, just gonna quickly do this. I'm gonna put on a podcast or something and clean these fridges.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken. I always thought love like ours would last. I never knew love could pass. Tomorrow comes and you are not around. Feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close.
Okay guys, it is so much cleaner and nicer. I had a good clear out. There were a few things that were from like 2023, taking things out of packaging. It just all like seems so much nicer. The bottom drawer, you may have noticed, I put all of our HelloFresh into that. I just like to keep it all in one place. So yeah, that is how it's looking. I feel like now when the kids open it, they can just grab an apple or something they want and it just looks a lot cleaner. I also wanted to show you guys that we now have 5 cocoons. We've done the butterfly garden again. If you're a real OG on this channel, you've probably seen me do this many times. We started doing this when Fraser was about 5 years old, and the kids just love it, especially Jackson at the moment. Obviously he's 7, but you can order this on Amazon, but you actually have to order the live butterflies from Insect Lure. So they arrive, they're tiny little caterpillars, and then they eat loads. They get to be big caterpillars, and now they are now cocoons. So I've moved them from the jar into the net, and then I think they're in there for like 2 weeks, and then they come out. You put like flowers in, sugar water, and you can like see the butterflies for a day or so, and then you let them free. So that is what we're doing. We've got 5 cocoons. 2 of them have fallen off the thing, but that's absolutely fine. They'll still hatch. But yeah, it's a really fun thing to do with little ones especially. It is just so amazing watching the whole cycle happen. So yeah, maybe I'll link it down below if you're interested. But Jackson is loving it, so I will keep you updated on the butterflies. Also, you may have seen me using this drawer vacuum quite a bit. I ordered it on Amazon a few weeks ago, and I've been loving it, because you know, sometimes when you go to clear out a drawer, it's really just crumbs and not necessarily like needing a wipe. So it has been so handy, and it was really good for that fridge clean as well. So I'll link that if you're interested. Cutie. Okay. Aww. I've just come outside. I've just made a cup of tea. I'm just going to take a break because the sun came out a second ago. It's gone back in, obviously, and it's a bit windy, but Kiki loves laying out here on these sun loungers. It is the cutest thing. She just like watches the world go by and like chills out. But I thought, whoa, it's actually really windy. But I thought I would update you on a few things. The first one being something Matt joked about earlier this morning, and that is perimenopause. I really don't know if I'm there yet, but there has been a few things that have happened that make me think, is that it? Is that it? I feel like I'm so educated when it comes to menopause because I've really been following a lot of people on Instagram talking about it, podcasts. I actually went to a menopause night the other night with a specialist because my friends were all going, so I went to that as well. And I feel really grateful that I probably know a lot more than, say, my grandma or even my mother knew about it. But now anything that happens, I'm like, is that it? Because it can basically start 10 years before you go through the menopause. So, you know, that's probably going to be in the next few years. I did have a blood test that said I was still pre-menopause, so I wasn't quite there just yet, but your hormones can change every single day. And the thing that did happen was I went to record my audiobook. I know some of you guys are actually waiting for this, so you might be interested to hear this, but basically I went in to record the audiobook, and I don't know what happened to me, but I had what I can only describe as a panic attack, like a mini panic attack. So I don't know why it happened. The room was quite small. It was kind of the size of a large shower or like an elevator. So I was in that, obviously it was like a padded room. There was someone in my ear, like, you know, talking to me and helping me. And I was reading the book, but I was super excited about going in, reading the book again, making this content. And quite a few people have pre-ordered the audiobook. So I was just really excited to like record it and get it done. But while I was in there, I had like this freak out kind of thing. I don't know what it was or if I was nervous. It was really difficult because the person that was helping me kept telling me to slow down, which I totally get, because when you're listening, you know, you need a sec for your brain to like register what you're saying. But as a YouTuber, I've spent so many years speeding myself up and talking really fast as well. So I found it really, really hard, and I don't know what happened. I just had this complete panic and freak out, and then I ended up leaving, and I called my manager. I was like, oh my God, I just don't know if I can actually do this. But then after a few weeks, I was like, come on. I was like, I've got to do this, not only because, like, you know, people have pre-ordered it and all that, but I really want to finish what I started. And for me personally, I love listening to audiobooks. It's like my favorite way to consume things, because then I can be, you know, being a busy mom and getting things done around the house, but I can still be listening to something. So it is something that I really want to do. So I'm going back into the studio at the end of this month for a few days. I am dreading it. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm going to try and like think about things I can do to calm myself down before, maybe speak to my doctor about like, you know, what can I do to just like be calm and like collected. But hopefully we will get it recorded, and then that will be out in August. I know I could just be like, oh, we're just not going to do an audiobook, but I really want to just finish what I started, and that is literally the last thing to do for the book. So then I can just sort of be like, okay, I've done everything I set out to do, and that's it. So yeah, but that little freak out, I was like, is this perimenopause? Because anxiety can be a symptom, and it's not, I've never really experienced those things before, like panic attacks. That was the first one, but I was like, is this it? I don't know. So anyway, that is an update on that. For ages I wanted to tell you guys, but I was like getting emotional, like thinking about it. I just had such a freak out. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have ever had anything like that, or if there's anything you do that actually can really help with that, because I have to go and face that again, and I am super nervous about it. But yeah, what else can I tell you? This is the first week that the boys have been back to school since half term, so they are back, which is actually really nice. We had a lovely half term, but it's obviously super busy with kids, and it's hard to, you know, get your normal jobs done and stuff. So they're back, and this week, all week, Fraser has his year 8 exams at school. So I keep thinking about him. I just hope it goes really, really well. He's been revising loads. You know, he really cares, which is so nice to see. So fingers crossed it goes really well, but I keep thinking about him throughout the day. Today he's got history and Spanish, so 2 pretty tricky ones. I've actually already bought him a card to say well done. This video will come out afterwards, so don't worry. I've got him a card. I got him a cookie that says like, you know, congratulations, like well done. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do well, but even if he doesn't, he has worked so hard, and there's just so much pressure that I really want to celebrate that this weekend. So that is also happening. And also last night on Instagram, I made a story just saying, does anyone find it's actually getting harder as their kids get older? Because, and that's like a weird thing to say, because obviously when you have a newborn baby and you're postpartum and you're tired, like you'll never feel tiredness like that stage. It's just ridiculous. And then when they're toddlers, it's so physically demanding. But now that my kids are getting older and I've obviously got a teenager, I think I was expecting like the problems to get easier or like go away, but there's still problems. They're just so different. They're almost more like emotional things, or just so much worry from my side. Like when they're really little, you can solve so many problems with a snack, a cuddle, and a sleep. Like, you know, those things would just help so much. But now that they're getting older, I'm like, oh, it's actually, in a way, I feel like they almost need you even more than before. Like there's so many extracurricular clubs and things, and revision and homework, and, you know, I sort of thought when the kids got to this age, you'd feel a bit like, not redundant, but, you know, they'd need you a bit less. But it just hasn't been the case at all. And actually, when they were really little, they'd all be in bed asleep by 7 p.m. and then Matt and I could have an evening. But now that they're older, like they're still, you know, getting themselves sorted. Like Fraser actually went to bed at 10 p.m. last night because he was still revising. So we put Jackson to bed at 8, we put Kayla to bed at 9, and then Fraser went off to bed at 10. And then we sat down and we were like, oh, like we should probably just go to bed now. So yeah, I'm in this weird like transitional period with the kids as well. Let me know if you guys have felt that at all. Like I had so many messages on Instagram of people feeling the same. Like, I don't know, it's easier in so many ways, and I feel like a lot of people look to my content and think, oh my god, it's gonna get so much easier, and it does. Like the mess gets so much easier. You don't have a baby throwing food or making, pulling out all the toys or things like that. But I guess the problems just change, and they will, even when they're adults and till the end of time. But anyway, I'm now just gonna sit here with Kiki for a minute. I'm gonna drink my tea, and then I really wanna clean the couch, so I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now I wanted to use a new gadget that I recently got for stains on the couch. Some of you will know we have a cream couch, which was probably a bit silly to do with 3 boys and a dog, but we tried to protect it with this blanket, and actually that has really, really helped. But we've had this couch for 2 years now, and there are quite a few marks. Let me see if I can show you one that probably need cleaning. I don't know if you can see that one. I mean, it's hard to miss, but I think that's probably chocolate or something like that. So anyway, I got this little handheld steam cleaner. It's called the Spot Clean Hydro Steam, I think. So I thought I would just go over the arms and any like stains like this with that. So I'm gonna give it a go. It's the first time I've ever used it. Hopefully it will help to clean our couch.
Whispers in my head, what you gonna do? So take it 필요해. 지켜내려 해. 쉽지 않아도 진실한 나만의 beliefs. You know what they say, don't brag about what you have. Be careful and be humble, otherwise you should be ready to stumble. You know what they say, 자신감이 없니? 왜 당당하게 살지를 못해? Keep walking your way, don't look back. 너만의 길이야. Even when you fall, don't look back. 사실은 말이야.
Okay guys, as you probably saw, it was a little bit messy, and it definitely took some getting used to. I probably should have practiced on something else before I actually put it on the couch, but now I feel like I've really got it. There's a steam and wash setting, and then there's just a steam setting, and actually the steam setting on its own is really good, whereas I was doing the steam and wash and the water was going everywhere. But hopefully they will dry now and it will look a lot cleaner, fingers crossed. Now I'm also going to tackle the dining room chairs because there's a few bits of food on those as well.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. 'Cause it's only yours.
So now I'm going to do the most random job ever. Sorry, the boys are home from school if you can hear them in the background. But I'm gonna sort out our first aid kits because they are really messy. I know I probably don't need 3 of them, but for some reason, medical stuff has got into all of these. We normally keep this one downstairs, keep this one upstairs, and this was originally a laundry storage tin. I'm gonna sort through it and hopefully make sense of it all, see if there's anything we need and just like organize it. We are also going to Bali in about 7 weeks time as a family. We're super excited, but I really want to have a good medical kit for when we go, just because I've heard things about Bali belly, and I just want to make sure I'm doing everything that can help avoid any illnesses while we're there. So I thought I would just like take stock while also cleaning and organizing this. So yeah, I'm gonna do this job, but I don't think I've ever done this job before. This is a bit of a random one.
Only yours, yeah. 쏟아지는 말 이미 어지러운 이 세상 속에서 어둠 속의 light 붙잡아 진실한 나만의 beliefs. 차가운보다 그득하니 앉아 내 마음속에 새겨둔 작은 위로를 또
Okay, so that is all done finally. It didn't even take very long and it is so much better. So this one is actually empty now. There were a few things out of date. This is the downstairs first aid, so pretty much it's going to be the need of band-aids for plasters, allergy tablets, headache tablets, painkillers, stuff like that. So that's all that's going in the downstairs one. And then this one for upstairs, we've just got so many band-aids, literally so many different shapes and sizes. So I'll put them all here. I've got a few random bits, any tablets for allergies again, paracetamol, all that stuff. And then there's just a few bits down there. So yeah, and I've set aside a few things for our holiday, like all of the mosquito afterbite and cream and repellent and all of that I've put to one side. And then I'll just get a few other bits for our trip. But yeah, that is all done. So tonight for dinner, Matt has made a chicken curry loaded naan. So it's like chicken in a chamula spice. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. And there's like a salad, and then it's obviously on a naan with like a yogurt dressing and stuff. I'm having this minus the naan, but it smells amazing and it looks really, really good. So we're gonna have that now.
The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your heart. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. I've tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck.
Okay guys, so we're all done with dinner and I just did a quick 10-minute tidy of the kitchen because now we need to run out. The two older boys have football training tonight. It's actually raining a little bit, but we're gonna go anyway. I'm gonna take the dog so she can have a second little run around, and then I think later on Matt is actually gonna trim the boys' hair because they have pictures tomorrow, so they're having class photos done, so he might just trim up the sides a little bit. But anyway, I think I will sign off. This video is probably quite long now, so thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out that link and my discount code in the description for Skin and Me. It's a brilliant way to try their products, so definitely check that out, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.